into my $70 budget battle belt setup. I wanted to do this because I wanted to just test how cheap I could go on a battle belt to still get good quality. And this is actually all Amazon. I basically wanted to do an Amazon battle belt. This is all Amazon stuff. And then this is my Blue Alpha belt. And so we kind of want to compare and see which one we like better. So we took it out to the range and I shot quite a bit with it. Got some of it on camera. And let's go into some of like the interesting parts about it and some things that are similar to the Blue Alpha belt. First off, this is a two-part belt. It's got this inside part that velcros onto the outside part, so you can slide a holster over this inside part and still maintain most of your velcro contact. So I do like this about this, but as opposed to the Blue Alpha belt, that is, the inside is this velcro that velcros on, and then you slide this into your belt on the inner sleeve. This entire system stays on the outside. So that's where we're differing right off the bat. Is this is meant to be worn all on the outside of your clothing, and then this has the inner belt that you feed through your belt loops, and then it uses the velcro that you attach to the outside of the belt. And that'll be kind of critical later on in the review as I show you a little bit of like the video rolling of the differences between the two, because this one is a lot more secure, it's stiffer, and it's going to be load bearing a lot more than this battle belt. So if you just want a quick synopsis of this review, if you only have $70 for mag pouches and a belt, and you just want to get into this quickly, maybe you're an airsofter or something like that, then this will work. But I definitely, if you just want to save up the money and just wait a little bit longer, I would definitely recommend the Blue Alpha belt for any serious use. So the belt itself was only $20 when I bought it. I think they're online right now on Amazon for $25. I've seen them. They have this kind of pseudo Cobra belt buckle. It's a little bit wider, but it works really well, holds up well. They have this non-slip outside or inside sleeve that goes on your clothing, and it works well on like jeans, like almost as well as the one that velcros on to basically your belt. But I would say, but if you get any like nylon, like slippery, like modern clothing, you know, that's not like it's like a sweatshirt. I was having issues where my sweatshirt would get underneath the belt and it would pull up my sweatshirt when I was trying to pull mags out, like just that kind of thing. Like if it sat lower, and if you kept it on like your jeans or whatever pants you're using, then it was usually fine. So that's how this one works, and that's what it's designed to do, this non-slip stuff. So it works pretty well, not 100%, which is why I would suggest the Blue Alpha for any serious work, because you don't want to be like pulling your IFAK off and like in the middle of a battle and then needing to like get to it and you can't because it's sliding around or whatever, or something like that. You know, stuff gets crazy in combat, or so I've been told. So other than that, let's get into the mag pouches. All right, let's get into the mag pouches. So I went with these, I think they're Krydex is the company. Yeah, I think they're Krydex. And so it was $20 for the belt, and then I believe these were $15 a pop for the pistol mags, and whatever the remaining math is on that. So like $17 for this. So all in all, you're looking at like roughly $70 for the whole setup. These work really well. I think I prefer my S-Tacs, but I think you spend also another, like, with 2 pistol mags and a rifle mag, I think it's like another $30 or $40 more for S-Tacs. But the S-Tacs are also custom, like, these will take a lot of pistol mags, but I think they're made for like Glock and SIG type of mags. But like you have to order 1911 mags and different ones if you want to use those. I think I haven't ever tried them, but yeah. But these can take any pistol mag, I'm pretty sure. You can just loosen down here. They have these little drawstrings that you can loosen it up or tighten it. And these hold up pretty well. I haven't like done anything crazy with them yet, but I have, you know, ran around with them, used them. They hold retention really well. I think HSGI is the ones that came out with this style, and then this is just the Amazon ripoff or whatever. But really good deal. Like I said, I prefer the S-Tacs. I like the way that they mount on a little bit better than these. They all have, the tech lock is good on this. It works better. These just have these little cheap forks that tend to break real easily. And so I actually busted one of them right there. It still holds up, but it moves around a little bit more than what I would want. Whereas these WTF straps on the S-Tac Kiwis work really well. So if you get the S-Tac Kiwis, order the WTF straps. That's what I would suggest. They hold extremely well. Like there's no, like really there's no movement when I'm pulling, and these have extremely good retention. So yeah, that's mags, and then let's get into holster. If you've seen the videos that I've been rolling, I just have this one holster. It's the 6354 DO. It fits this pistol really well. But I was running this on it. It fit really well, ran perfectly on there. There are budget holsters, but I'll have links to this one. This is my favorite holster. It's got a QLS system, which means to engage the system. Right now it's got retention, so if I wanted, say I was in a crowd or something and I had this for some reason and somebody wanted to pull it, you know, they try to pull, it's locked in there. So all I have to do to draw is go into my draw, push down on that lever, and it pops out. It's like level 1 retention, so it's low retention, but Safariland says it'll last up to 10 seconds of somebody really yanking on it, so pretty good. If you're in hand-to-hand, then that would come in handy. If you're not planning on ever using that sort of thing, you can just get any Kydex holster company that does an outside the waistband holster, and then make sure you know what light you have or are planning to get, and then get it molded to that. If you don't plan on ever getting a weapon mounted light, which I would definitely encourage, but if you're not planning on it, there are plenty of cheap options. Just don't get the Serpa from Black Hawk, because people have been known to shoot themselves with that. So that's holsters. So that's the only thing with the battle belt. This was like a $70 battle belt setup, and then like a $160 holster. So the holster was definitely worth way more than the battle belt. And if we talk price, this is like 70 bucks for this battle belt setup. And then I think the mags alone on this are like 70 bucks, and then the belt's like 150. So you're looking at like 220 versus 70. I definitely would say save up and get the Blue Alpha. But if you're like on a real tight budget, or if you just want an extra, like this is a really nice belt to just go to the range with, and I don't have to like feed this through, you know. This is just nice to throw on over your clothing and be ready to go. You don't have to specifically wear clothing with belt loops, even though it does stick better, like I said, with jeans. It's nice for that. It would be nice if you wanted to set somebody up with a battle belt and you didn't want to spend a lot of money, or maybe you wanted to practice with your friends and they didn't have a battle belt yet. You just toss them this, let them use it for, you know, the range trip or whatever. Really good battle belt for practicing. If you needed like a trainer to practice mag reloads and everything like that, works great for that. I love it for dry firing. It's easier than, you know, I can be in my underwear and just work this. So yeah, it's a good belt. It works. Definitely love my Blue Alpha a lot better. As you can see, it's fully set up. This isn't, because I haven't spent the money. I think I'm gonna, so this is a Condor IFAK. It works. I think I might test out a different IFAK from somebody else, and then just slap this Condor one on the Tacticon belt. I will say what I do like about this is it doesn't just come in black. A lot of like cheap belts only come in black, but this has OD green, which I definitely prefer over Coyote. And then they have Coyote and I think gray. Maybe it's just the first three. Maybe they don't have gray, but I think they do. Really like the belt. The webbing's really good. I have nothing negative to say about it other than it doesn't stay super well if your shirt gets like rolled underneath it, but that's kind of the style of these belts anyway. So I think it's more the style of the belt rather than the making of it, because obviously a $25 belt is insane. It's still reasonably stiff, but I mean it folds up way better than this. This is like, this holds its, like as you can see, it's like holding up its with the whole, with just everything. It's meant for load bearing, so it works really well for that. Oh, so would I get it if for all those reasons I listed earlier? Yes. Would I prefer the Blue Alpha? Absolutely. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll have links to all of these down in the description. I'll have a link to these holsters, the 63DO, on Amazon as well. But I will say, if you want the 63DO, make sure to check eBay as well. eBay always has good deals on these, and you can get them for around 150 bucks. And then they come with, Safariland's so annoying because they don't tell you what they come with. Here, one sec. Alright, so they come with the fork part, but they don't come with the the female part. And I'll have links to these as well. And the black ones are cheaper than the Coyote, but for some reason I just really wanted the Coyote, so I went with that. I'll have links to all these in there as well. You need to buy the female part, and then this is the mid ride. I would suggest going with the mid ride instead of like a drop leg, because it's a lot easier to draw, and you can get better draws, I think, from a mid ride, more consistent draws. And also, like, I don't know, if you're ever in a position where you needed to draw and you have to reach all the way down to your knee, I would rather reach from my hip. And then I think T-Rex Arms sells little bands that go around this area that help like go around your leg, and those work really well. So, but I mean, for now, the mid ride has worked really well for me. So, anyway, I'll have links to all this in the description. Thanks for watching.